Here's how Jack Thompson would view Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers is so demoralizing our culture because it shows Italian plumbers jumping up and down on innocent creatures and collecting coins and rescuing whores and going down pipes. This sends a negative image to our kids. They're going to be jumping on pet turtles, killing them in the process. They're going to be trying going down toilets and drain pipes, getting stuck and suffocating to death. They're going to try and eat wild mushrooms thinking they'll grow, but instead they go sick and they die. And they try to jump on clouds and they fall to their death. Super Mario Brothers should be banned. No ifs, ands, or buts. Let's see how Jack Thompson would view Namco's The Tower of Druaga. The Tower of Druaga is a horrible game. It shows a dude in gilded armor with a blue sword slashing his way to save some whore from an 8-legged monster. Well, you know what? You know what this tells kids? That it's okay to walk in the street, to go into people's houses and take their treasure, and to stab them to death just so you can get some whore in the end. This game should be banned. There's no way in hell he can say anything bad about this game. Or can he? Bubble Bobble, huh? A supposedly cute video game with cute dinosaurs shooting bubbles. You know what this message sends to our kids? Pretty soon, they're gonna be going out in the streets, shooting bubbles at people, hoping that they explode into treats and candy. And when they don't, they get upset, and they start stabbing them to death, and then they eat them. This game should be banned. No ifs, ands, or buts! Now, what about the most non-violent game in the world? A game where there's absolutely nothing that he could bitch about. How about Tetris? Oh, there's no way in hell he could do this. However, I think he's found a way. Let's go check it out. Tetris, huh? It should be banned. Yeah, I know there's no shred of violence in it, but you know what? It should be banned. You know why? It was made by a Russian guy. Therefore, it supports communism. I am Jack Thompson. I will eat your soul. I hate everyone. I will ban video games and make you suffer. Well, on that positive note, there is this one video game series that I like to question. Why hasn't anyone bitched about this series? I'm talking about the Dead or Alive fighting game series. Now, you'd have to be a complete retard to say, oh, it only sells for the fighting system. No, it doesn't. Have you seen what the girls in that game wear? Dead or Alive is the only game that I know, the only fighting game that I know, where it purposely has the girls' dresses and shit going up in the wind so you can see their crotch and bra. Now, sex sells, and DOA proves it. Check this out. The only reason that it's extremely famous is because of scenes like these. Okay, gentlemen, start your engines. We're gonna get this party rolling. Oh, yeah, you like that? I bet you're jerking off right now. That's an accident, but this is on purpose. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yep, you ain't playing this just for the fighting game, are ya? No, oh, look at that, hot girl on girl action. You're just loving this shit, aren't ya? Oh, and look at that, there's a gratuitous panty shot right there, and oh, it looks like she's going for the slam nuck, and I'm going for the slam dick, if you know what I mean. Oh, and look at that, doesn't that look like a sexual position right there? But here's my favorite one of all. Oh, hey, girl, you got a pretty mouth. I'm sorry. Now, all joking aside, half the people who play DOA play for the girls. And that's sad. That just proves they don't have a real girlfriend, so they have to go to their fake digitized polygonal video game porn to get their satisfaction. I bet every nerd that plays DOA has a picture of Kasumi or Hitomi or are Annie in their swimsuit on the ceiling. Now, all joking aside, let's get to the serious part. Now, at the beginning of this program, in part 1, I asked the question, why do they blame video games? And I'll tell you why right now. The key question, and the key answer is, because it's the easiest target. You see, back then in the 80s, they blamed rock and roll music, but that didn't work, because they couldn't prove it. Nowadays, they're blaming video game violence on everything. Right? They're blaming everything on video game violence. My bad. And it just sickens me. It's being used as a political scapegoat to wean away from the actual problem at hand. Like Ron White said in one of his Blue Collar Comedy Tour things, don't you hate it when they tack a solution to the problem that doesn't have anything to do with the problem? And I got the solution. Some of you may not like the solution. If video games aren't the problem, then what is? I'll tell you what is right now. Parents. I said it, parents. The reason why kids get bullied in school and why kids are bullies is because they have abusive childhoods in the past. Same reason why kids are violent. They've had abusive childhoods in the past. Now, there was a new law that says that you have to be 18 or older to purchase mature adult games. That's cool, but nobody knows if the person purchasing it is the adult, is the parent of the child that's going to be playing it. It's like you see a mom going there, and she comes back, here, Timmy, play this. It's called Mortal Kombat, and you can rip people's heads off. Gee, thanks, Mom. I always wanted to do that. Now, if you get a 5-year-old or 5 to 10-year-old a Mortal Kombat game, they're not going to be able to understand it. They're not going to be able to comprehend what is real and what is not, or what is bad and what is good. Therefore, they get reality and virtual reality mixed up, and they go out and fucking kill and murder people. You want to know another reason why they don't blame the parents? Because if the politicians blamed bad parenting, they would lose their biggest fan base. The overprotective soccer moms. That's right, they would lose their biggest fan base, the soccer moms. Now, let me ask you this, and this is a serious question. What games did Hitler play that made him so violent? It's a trick question, and the answer is none. Video games weren't even a thought back then. So how the hell did Hitler get so crazy? I'll tell you why. Hitler was brought up by an extreme Bible-thumping Christian family. And when he grew up as the main dictator of Germany and killed all those Jews, he thought he was doing God's work. Hitler read the Bible. Therefore, should we ban Bibles? Think about that for a second. Now, to the parents watching this, let me ask you something. Before you buy your kid a violent video game, or mature rated video game, ask yourself these few questions. 1, is he old enough to play it? And 2, if he isn't, does he know virtual reality from reality and good from bad? If not, you better not give him that game, because if he's at a very young age, we can't understand everything that he sees, he's going to get fucked up in the meantime. Now, thank you for watching me. I want you to think about, to the people watching this, if you ever do, because I see the views from my movies, I only got like 10. Nobody ever commented them, but that's okay. To the people watching this, think about what I've been saying. Think about it. Don't think about it too much or your head will explode, and then they'll blame a video game for it. Oh, think about something too hard. Oh, I got it. Let's blame Intelligent Cube. Now, think about this for a second, alright? Okay, thinking over. Thank you for watching. Think about what I said. Good night.